Sean Morelle, better known to many of you as your boy S. Dot, right? Your boy S. Dot. I can't help but tell the story. Ms. Tracy suggested that her friend Sean Morelle be the speaker when she said to me, I think you're going to think I'm nuts. And I quickly said, no, I think you're not nuts. I think he would be a great choice. And she looked at me like, oh, the old guy saying that your boy S. Dot is going to be a great speaker. Well, what she didn't know is that I've heard your boy S. Dot speak before, and I can't wait for him to get up here in just a couple of minutes. A 1993 graduate of Utica Senior Academy, S. Dot received his bachelor's degree in radio, television, journalism from Middle Tennessee State University in 1998. You know, Sean, as an alum of Middle Tennessee State University, I guess those of us that are SU fans have to thank you in Middle Tennessee for allowing SU to go to the Final Four by beating Michigan State.
Yes.
Because that accomplishment...
You're welcome.
That accomplishment was great.
That was awesome.
It was awesome. It was great. A little more serious. Upon graduating, he worked in television news for 3 years and then in retail before finally ending up in his current position as afternoon drive DJ and promotions director at 97.9 105.5 KISS FM. His road to where he is now wasn't nearly as smooth and easy as he thought it would be, and he is here today to share his story about his journey and hopefully helping you on yours. I give you Sean S. Morelle. Sean?
Thank you, sir.
Great.
Hello, everybody. First of all, it is an honor for me to be here tonight with each and every one of you. Congratulations to all the graduates. You did it. Tonight is your night. Make sure you enjoy it. I'd like to thank Emily and Wendy for asking that I be here tonight, and Mr. Williams for the warm introduction. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, he's on the radio. He must be used to talking to people in large groups, and he's probably going to be really good. Well, that's partially true. He also has a 5-month-old daughter at home who's in the midst of sleep training right now. So if I stumble, bumble, or stutter, just bear with me, please. We didn't sleep much last night, all right? Let me start by telling you a little bit about me. As Mr. Williams mentioned during my introduction, I was born and raised right here in Utica. I'm the son of a single mother. I grew up in the projects. My journey to where I am today didn't exactly go as I'd hoped or as I'd planned. From the time I was in the 10th grade, I knew I wanted to be a sports broadcaster. And as I stand before you today, I am not a sports broadcaster. I'm 41 years old, and I'm on my 3rd full-time career. But I stand here proudly in front of you, the class of 2016. Some of you are getting ready to embark on your first career. For others, it may be your 2nd or 3rd. Either way, you're here, and thanks to your time at Utica School of Commerce, you're prepared for whatever is ahead of you. As you get ready to begin the next chapter in your life, keep in mind, things don't always go as planned. Some of you will leave here doing exactly what you'd hoped. Others will eventually get there, and some may never get there at all. In any case, I want you guys to know you can all be successful, no matter what. Merriam-Webster defines successful as having gotten or achieved wealth, respect, or fame. Truth be told, only you can define your success. I'll say that again. Only you can define your success. Rich and famous people come and go all the time. It's the well-respected people that are celebrated long after they're gone. Think about it. How many times have you heard people tell stories about their ancestors that came over to the United States from another country with loads of money Never. Because it's a boring story. Instead, it's always, my grandfather came over here with nothing but $2 in his pocket and the clothes on his back. He worked in a factory for hours on end, making next to nothing. 6, sometimes 7 days a week, just to put food on the table and a roof over his family's head. That's the story we hear, right? Those people aren't rich. Those people aren't famous, but they are respected. And they're damn sure successful. Wouldn't you agree? Why? Because they went to work every day. They worked as hard as they could while they were there, and they were able to provide for their families. That is success. Today is the first step towards your success. And the work you put in at any job you may end up with after this is your next step. As I mentioned, I'm in my 3rd full-time career. After I graduated college, I went 7 months without a job. I ended up moving back to Tennessee just to get my foot in the door. I began as an associate news producer. Eventually, there was a job opening back here in Utica. I had the experience I needed. 2 years later, I was laid off from that job with 9 other people. Corporate cutbacks. A month later, I found a new job in Syracuse. 6 months later, I was let go with 4 other people due to corporate cutbacks. You know, it's one thing to lose your job due to poor performance, because only you're to blame for that. But that wasn't the case in either of my situations. And honestly, it flat out sucked. Unfortunately, after that, I just couldn't find another job in the business around here. I was unemployed for another 10 months. And that was the end of my first full-time career. It got to the point where I was willing to take any job I could. I eventually landed in what would be my second full-time career, retail management. With a college degree in broadcasting and 0 experience in the retail world, I was hired by Tuxedo Junction. Within my first year, I was promoted to manager. Within 3 years, I was district manager in charge of 5 stores in 3 different cities. All this, or while working at Tuxedo Junction, I met the guys from KISS FM one day. On a whim, I just asked if they were hiring. Doesn't hurt to ask, right? I was told they're always looking for weekend part-time help. I eventually started doing weekend overnights. By the way, if you're wondering what the least listened to time of day is, it's weekend overnights. I worked full-time at Tuxedo Junction, part-time at KISS FM for the next 4.5 years. One day, my boss from the radio station called and asked me to meet him. He wanted to talk to me about working at the station full-time. Unfortunately, I didn't hear back from him for a while after that. Apparently, I asked for too much money or something. But eventually, he offered me that job, and that's when I began my 3rd full-time career. Like I said, only you can define your success. I'm not here because I'm famous. I'm not here because I'm rich. My wife is actually the breadwinner in my family. That's a smart thing to do, too. I like to think through hard work and dedication to my job, my family, and my community, I've earned the respect to be here before you today. Before I go, I'd like to issue a challenge to each and every one of you in the room, not just the graduates, everybody in this room. We all know how good it feels to do something for your family and your friends. You know what feels equally amazing? Doing something for others. People you hardly know, or better yet, people who are affected by your actions in a positive way that you may never even know you helped. There are many ways to get involved. You can volunteer once a week. Maybe you help prepare meals at the rescue mission. Once a month, maybe you help Habitat for Humanity build a home. Once a year, maybe you help man the phone at the Stephen Swan Humane Society Telethon. You can also join a committee to help plan and coordinate various events and fundraisers, such as the American Heart Association's National Eating Healthy Day, or the United Way's Marketing Committee. Finally, you can join a board of directors. For example, I'm on the Leadership Mohawk Valley Board, as well as that of Thea Bowman House. Find something you're passionate about and help them. Serving your community is not only a great way to build confidence in yourself and earn respect from others, networking is key also. You never know who you might meet. Could be someone who helps you in your career, or better yet, you can help someone else with their career. I'd like to wish each and every one of you nothing but success wherever life may lead you. Congratulations and thank you.
John,
Good?
thank you so excellent.
My pleasure.
Somewhere, thanks to Emily, I have a little something for you.
Sounds good.
Representative of USC and Utica.
Thank you.
What a wonderful, wonderful
Thank you.
speech. I knew it would be. You have said so many things that so many of us have said through, you talk about commitment to community and being involved. I know that Emily and I and a number of others and volunteering at the rescue mission and doing other things have done throughout the days. Wonderful. Thanks
Thank you.
ever so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have